would only eat different kinds of cheese as a meal, as an actual meal. If you go vegan, you can spare the lives of about 30 animals each year. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, as you can tell from the title, I'll tell you why I went vegan and my tips for you if you are considering veganism. Yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. So guys, here I have some notes to make sure that I don't forget anything. So if you see me looking down, I'm just like checking and making sure I don't miss any important thing. Growing up, I was a huge dairy and chicken consumer. My parents are Middle Eastern, so they love their animal products. Nevertheless, they never allowed neither me nor my sister to eat fast food on the regular. For example, I would eat McDonald's around twice a month, while on the other hand, I had friends of mine that would eat the same amount literally in a week. So my favorite vegan foods were grilled cheese sandwiches, meat burgers from Shake Shack, all kinds of cheese, literally. Any snacks that had gelatin as an ingredient in them. I really loved its texture. Grilled or fried chicken wrap, and the list goes on. Some days I would eat different kinds of cheese as an add-on. This being said, I really cared about my health and living a healthy lifestyle. Definitely, you can tell there was some irony there. Eating cheese as a meal, caring about your health? No, sister, that's not how things work. As I hit puberty, my skin started breaking out, which later I found out after I went vegan that one of the reasons behind my skin dramatically changing to the worse is dairy. It technically caused hormonal imbalance in my body. So as a result of cutting dairy off my diet, my skin cleared up. The last It really wasn't until I ran into this video on YouTube speaking about how awful the egg industry really is. After I was enlightened on how horrific and inhumane that industry is, I immediately stopped consuming eggs. A week later, I watched a video exposing the dairy industry, and I believe it was by the same person. And as you might have guessed, I stopped consuming dairy products, which, if you were to ask me 3 years ago if I would ever stop eating dairy products, I would have said not in a million years. I'll link the videos I'm speaking about in the description box if you are interested in checking them out. After around 3 months of boycotting the dairy and the egg industry, I boycotted seafood and honey. I don't think I've mentioned that, but before going vegan, I used to be vegetarian for around a year. So if you ask me, I definitely do encourage that you take baby steps and try going vegetarian first. I'm not going to deny the first 6 months of going vegan were pretty challenging, but I was easy on myself and I didn't punish myself if I craved non-vegan food and ate it. I was easy on myself in general. One of the things that helped me with sticking to veganism and fighting my cravings was something I did with my phone. So I changed my phone wallpaper to an image of a calf being aggressively taken away from his mother. So that's a trick that helped me out. You can really put anything that reminds you why you went vegan in the first place, or it could be something like the image I chose, or a quote, art, I don't know, anything that motivates you to stick to veganism. That would be a great trick to do. And another thing, the first 2 months of going vegan, I mainly ate raw vegan food, and that's when my skin tremendously transformed. Here is a before, I think I'm gonna put it here, and after of my skin. I'm not saying that if you like become vegan, your skin would never break out I've dealt with like some really bad acne around a month ago. I'm still coping with it to this day. It's getting better, but definitely you should watch your diet. Even if you are vegan, even after you go vegan, you still watch your diet and try to eat whole foods if you don't really want your skin to break out or get acne. And another thing, my mental health improved after I went vegan. And I mean, logically, your mental health is not going to be the same if you consume colorful plants compared to if you would like eat dead bodies and dead animals. You are what you eat, so keep that in mind. Mental health is no joke, and I'm not saying that if you go vegan your mental health is gonna get way better. It differs from a person to another. That's what I've experienced. So yeah, I'm just talking about my story and things I have experienced and the benefits I've felt after going vegan. Another thing, my hair thickened and started growing faster. I even used to struggle with breathing. I went to a couple of doctors. They never really found out what was the exact reason behind it. As I remember, I used to go every other week and wear oxygen masks, but that kind of stopped after I went vegan. Now I would go every other month. So yeah, that's another thing. I really don't have a good explanation for that. I don't know the reason behind that, but again, that's what I've experienced. There are some facts about veganism. If you go vegan, you can spare the lives of about 30 animals each year. You also cut your carbon footprint in half, and you save 1,100 gallons of water each day. Not to mention that meat consumption is the leading cause of heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and more on. Go vegan, you are less likely to die from any of these things. Veganism is great for the environment. Factory farming is significantly responsible for greenhouse gas emissions, pollution, and water shortages. Livestock and their byproducts are accountable for 51% of all greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. Another thing, 2,500 gallons of water are needed to produce 1 pound of beef. Animal agriculture is responsible for up to 91% of Amazon rainforest destruction. Another very interesting thing, we could see fishless oceans by 2048. Factory farming is inherently anti-female. The meat, dairy, and egg industries profit off the female reproductive system. Factory farming also tears families apart. Billions of animals are separated from their mothers each year so we could drink their mother's milk instead. Here are some tips I have for you if you are considering going vegan. As I've mentioned before, if you are considering going vegan, I highly suggest that you take vegetarianism as a first step. Also use the phone wallpaper trick to keep you on track. Get your essentials. Before you go vegan, buy your essentials. Start from grains, nuts, seeds, beans, sweeteners, herbs and spices, pastas, milks, dates. I love dates. And make sure that you eat balanced meals. Something very important to not forget, it's a journey. You're not gonna know everything at once, so just enjoy it and go easy on yourself. I'm going to link some documentaries and articles I recommend you checking out to enlighten you further more on veganism. And I'll link down below some of my favorite YouTube channels and Instagram accounts that share amazing vegan recipes. Lastly, if going vegan is too extreme for you, too hard, and for some personal reasons you can't go vegan, maybe you can try vegan Mondays, and you can try eating one vegan meal throughout the day. Your small actions do matter and they do make a difference. You are powerful, so be the voice to the voiceless. And that was today's video. I hope it helped you in some way. If it did, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. I love you so much.